as you get towards. Hey guys, Craig from Cranksworth back again. Question I get a little bit is all about building boards. So I thought I'd show you what's in my quiver. So what boards do I actually ride? You can see a lot behind me. I don't actually ride all of them. Some are for friends and different things who ride them. So I'll run you through each board that I use and tell you a little bit about them and why I made it. Now, the whole basis of my boards is probably around 5'7", around 96, 98 kilos. So I'm sort of in that bigger guy category. So you're 2.5 thin by 18 wide just doesn't work for me. It doesn't float me basically because I'm too big. That's what happens when you get older. So what I'll do, I'll run you through my quiver and we'll check it out. So this board here, it's 6'4" by 21 by 2 3/4. Now a little bit wider in the nose, 2 3/4 thick, but it's got a lot of concave. The bottom of the board I'll show you is a round tail. I really enjoy riding this board. The round tail, it's got a really good release, really stable. What I tend to do is flatten out my decks, so they're not a rolled deck. They're more of a flatter deck, similar to an 80s Rusty, I think. But that's how I like them, so that's how I make them. 6'4" by 21. I'll get the camera and just do a quick rundown of it, and you can have a look. But Tri-Fin, FCS Fusion, good board, one of my favourites. So this board here is 6'3" by 20.5 by 2/5. Same sort of thing, very flat deck, not as wide in the nose, and same thing, standard Tri-Fin setup. I used to ride this board heaps before I made the previous board, the round tail. This is just a square tail. I call this my spearfish shape. Never let you down, but same thing, very flat deck. So this one here, it's 6'6" by 21 by 2 3/4. A little bit more volume. What I've done is I took the template of the 6'4" round tail, pulled it out a bit, but I changed the tail to more of a round pin. So I just did it by moving the template around a little bit. Haven't ridden this yet. This is brand new. Probably going to get into this one in the next few weeks, but really like it. Same thing, flat deck, Tri-Fin, should go really well. Well, we hope so. Right, so this is my Manta Ray Mini Mal. It's 7 by 21. This one's 3 inches thick, but a lot of concave. So I actually designed this for reefs in Bali. So it does go really well, I can tell you that. Now, with this board, same thing, Tri-Fin. I'll show you the full view in a sec. The thing I love about this board is it's so responsive. Turns really well, trims really well, but it's fast. I've made probably 5 or 6 to replace this board, but just never got around to keeping them because this one just goes so well. Just about to make a new one of it. Design's going to be blue, but I'll give a look at this one. But yeah, I love this board. So this board here, it's not the 7-footer. This is my brand new 8-footer that I just made. I just like the design, so I kept it the same. It's made off the same template as the previous board, the 7-footer. So what I've done with this one is just extended the template, and really that's all I've done. It's the same template, but 8 foot instead of 7 foot. Brand new, haven't ridden it yet, so I don't know how it goes, but I hope it goes well. I'm going to make one in blue, if that makes any sense, because, well, I'm going to change the tail anyway. So I'm going to have a square tail on this. It's a slight diamond tail, but I'm going to change it into a rounded pin and just see what difference it is. But yeah, really good, really happy with it. But as I said, this one hasn't been in the water yet, but I'll give a look at it. Same thing, Tri-Fin, a little bit of concave. It's good stuff. So this board here is 6'4" by 21 by 2 3/4 round tail. So you're probably thinking, I've already heard those dimensions. but there's a difference in this one. This one is a single fin, and I'll show you the back of it because it's got a Shane Horan star fin in it. The reason I made this board was I got a star fin for Christmas, so, and a Shane Horan star fin, so I made this board to go with it. The difference in this is there a slight V in the tail, because my thought concept behind it was when Shane Horan had his boards for the star fins, they weren't concave, so I didn't want to make a concave. So I actually messaged him on Instagram and said, yeah, what sort of board were you riding? Showed him some photos. He recommended I change the tail, so I changed the tail design a little bit, which is a slightly different round tail, but it's still a round tail. Yeah, but it's just a single fin. So this board here is a little bit different. This was the second board I made. It's actually I guess you could call it a collaboration between myself and Gunther Ron. I was doing an interview for a magazine on Gunther, and we shaped this while I was doing the interview. Now it's a little bit different. So this is similar to an 80s Town and Country. The wider point is forward, sort of under your chest where you got a lot of your weight, which was similar to a lot of the 80s boards were. That wider point was forward. Dimensions on this: 6 by 19 3/4 by 2 3/4. So a little bit of foam. It's sort of a flat bottom, or to almost like a flat bottom V. So there's no concave in this. Rides really well. Let's face it, I'm just a bit heavy for this board now. I'm too fat for it. So if I lose a few kilos, you can do it. I might get back onto this one, but that's a board a lot of my friends like riding. It's a great shape, really great shape, and I've made a few of these for other people and they love them. So this shape works well. I don't really have a name for this, I don't think. I think I just call it a retro 80s. So that's what I've called them when I've made them for other people, retro 80s. But 80s design works great. Really happy with it. Couple of sort of notable sort of ones that I keep. This one's the first ever board I shaped, so serial number 001. Yeah, it's similar to the Spearfish. So the wider point's still forward, tapers down to a square tail. It's a fun board to ride. It's from memory, what is it? 6'2" by 20 by 2.5, which again, really not enough foam for me. I like that 2 3/4 to 3, and then take a bit out with the concave. Very flat rocker in the nose, where now I put a little bit more rocker in the nose. But you never ever throw away or sell your first surfboard that you shaped. So this stays forever. It's a good little shape though, fun rider. But as I said, just too heavy for it, so it stays in the rack. A few friends have surfed it. Yeah, they love it. So see how we go. I'll keep it though. So there you go guys, they're the boards that I currently ride or in my quiver. It does change a lot because I'll have an idea of one that I want to change, so I'll remake a couple of those and I'll sell the old ones, so that sort of funds the new boards. But yeah, that's basically what I ride. So there's a good selection there. I said your mates love it, they can come over and grab a board and go for a ride. And there's a few sort of other vintage boards that I keep, but these days I've scaled it right down. I don't keep many on hand. Yeah, if you like that, thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. I said at least I know you're watching the videos. And we'll catch us next time. Don't forget, give us a like, subscribe to the channel. I said if I'll keep doing the videos if people want to keep seeing different stuff. Let me know what you want to see and I'll see if I can do it. Cheers.